Hello and welcome to another Major Market Movements quick update for September 30th, 2015. I'm Quad G, and in this video we're covering coffee, and this is a continuous contract chart. KC is the futures ticker, and we're wanting to take a look. I'm going to back up here and go back into history just a bit. Into the latter part of 2013, I had noticed that coffee had tested this midterm, long-term trend line here, this orange one, once, twice, three times. So back here in the latter part of November going into December, I saw an opportunity for a buy here with a rule of four breakout of the orange trend line. Actually, it was right about here. After the first initial impulse up, we got a wave 2 pullback corrective, and then right upon the break of that orange trend line for the fourth time, giving this the rule of four breakout, we saw another impulse to the upside, a correction down to backtest the breakout, and also another sub 1 and a sub 2. So this is building up a series of ones and twos. So the expectation was that we were going to see here in January, soon thereafter, we were going to see an impulsive drive to the upside. So we were, the subscriber side of the service was, I was giving them clues as to where to get in and where to put stop losses to ride this move to the upside. I was also pointing out that we had an expanding wedge here, which is also bullish, especially when coming at the end of a long downtrend. Whenever you see this kind of action where the price is expanding its territory to the upside in an expanding wedge, that's often very bullish bottoming action. So anyway, it did perform exactly as expected. We did get this impulsive drive to the upside. We were looking to get in long down here in the 110, 113, even 120 area, and then looking to get out in the 180 plus area. And the market obliged us very nicely. We set a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a final fifth for what could be a wave A or a wave 1 to the upside. So this is looking like a standalone impulse drive to the upside, which means there needs to be at least one more impulse to marry up with this impulse that stands out by itself. So since this time, this was back in April of 2014, well, we've pretty much let it go and let it do its thing in a corrective, expecting at least a three-wave corrective move to the downside, and I think we're coming up on that now. So let me move on to this next slide. Pretty much the same chart, except a little bit more detail into the future. We got this wave A or wave 1 finished with that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move to the upside. And then we saw three waves to the downside for wave A, three up for B, and now the expectation was for a five-wave move to the downside to finish a expanding 335 corrective flat wave. And it looks like we are there now. It's very possible we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves to the downside complete. It's very possible that this wave C of B or 2 is finished, and if so, the expectation is that we will see, let me get this off auto, we'll see a wave C of B or even a wave 3 to the upside. That should be able to take out this expanded B top at about 224. So pretty good opportunity for a gain here. Prices are down here at about 118 or so. So you've got potentially over 100 points of gain to the upside that could be had here from my estimation. Also, this wave to the downside did a marvelous job of coming back, filling in this manic drive to the upside, which is good market behavior. And it also did a better back test of this previous breakout here, which was right around 115 or so. So we've accomplished that goal as well. So everything's looking very good for a turnaround here. Also, I want to point out that Back here with this low, we had set up a positive divergence back here, quite extensive, spanning from 2012 into the latter part of 2013. This one's a little bit smaller, but just as potent, as we've got a lower low in price. Let me go ahead and outline this for you. Click on my trendline tool here. And so we've got, from this last swing low here, we got a lower low in the price, but in the RSI, Relative Strength Index, we see that we've produced, at the same time, we've produced a higher low in the oscillator, even though the price has moved down. So this is what's considered a positive divergence on the weekly time scale, which adds a little bit more potential to or more evidence, I should say, that bottoming action is what should be expected, and a really good potential for a turnaround and move to the upside. I should also point out that currently this orange trend line, spanning all the way back here from late 2014 till now, we've seen this orange trend line tested once, twice, 3 times. So a fourth test is coming right up. Could be another rule of 4 breakout to the upside. Now, just a quick give you a quick understanding of what a rule of 4 breakout is. And anytime a trend line really needs 2 points to set up. So we'll go ahead and go all the way back here. Let's go back to this chart. So a trend line needs at least 2 points for it to be realized. So wave 1 or point 1 and point 2 set up the trend line. Now it's often at that point, once the trend line is established, you'll often see the market come up and respect it a third time at least, giving a sell-off in this case. So certainly the price came right back up to test this trend line, and we see the market using it as a backstop for further selling, and we get another drive to the downside. But after the third test, going into the fourth or even fifth or even sixth test of the trend line, you're increasing the probability of that trend line being broken. And sure enough here, once that trend line was tested a fourth time, it let loose to the upside. So same potential in this chart coming up here is if we continue to see the price of coffee move up, test that trend line a fourth time, it's very possible we could get that breakout. Okay, that's it for this coffee update. One other thing I need to show you is the coffee seasonal chart. Here's a 37-year seasonal chart tracking the price of coffee, and you can see here that the month of October sets up as a prime bottoming month for the price of coffee as far as seasonals are concerned. So from the month of October forward, the winds should be at our backs as far as the price of coffee is concerned, helping push the price along to the upside. So if you're interested in receiving daily updates on coffee, including specific trade recommendations, go ahead and go to majormarketmovements.com, and you can sign up for a free 30-day trial, and you can get those updates sent to you in your email every day, including not just coffee, but a number of other markets as well: gold, the miners, stock market, crude oil, and a number of other, especially Forex as well. A number of different markets that I'm looking for into as far as technical analysis, looking for opportunities, and I present those to my subscribers every day. Also, I produce end of the week market review videos for subscribers covering all the different markets that are pointing out opportunities to me, going into great detail, much like the video that I'm showing here today. So that's it for now. Good hunting all. Talk to you later.